Self-development books 和药一样，当你得病，你就该吃合适的药；当你生活中遇到问题，你就该 看读合适的书。比如说，如果你爱情方面有问题，你就该看 relationship 方面的书。If you're having problems in business， 你就该看 business books。如果你有敌人在打你 ，if you're at war in business or life， 你就该看 books about war and strategy。如果你没钱，你很穷，你就该看 books about how to get rich。我的经历是，你现在遇到什么困难，你要赶紧吃合适的药，就是说你要赶紧看合适的书，这样你才能学以致用。第一 ，business 创业。那么我看过 lots and lots of business books，and 说实话，哥们 ，most of them are 废话、空话，没有价值 ，no value。因为学 business 和学外语一样 ，you can't really learn anything from reading a book. You've got to actually go out there and learn through doing. Now that being said, 哥们 books can help to persuade you and motivate you to take that risk and maybe quit your job and 创业。那么我这里会给你推荐2本书。第一本是 Rich Dad Poor Dad 穷爸爸富爸爸，这本书会给你一些基础的 business 思维，比如说 Don't work for money, make money work for you. And actually in the past I did a 书评视频，我给了这本书做了一个书评视频，所以我下面会放链接，你可以看看。第2本 business 创业书就是这本 The Millionaire Fast Lane。当我在金融行业工作的时候，其实我的内心一直想创业 ，but 我的担当不够大，我不敢 ，because金融钱好赚，然后每个月有公司有安全感，同事对你好，干嘛创业呢？这里挺好呀，好轻松啊。But 哥们，我看完这本书之后，我的思维完全变了 ，because 这本书一直在骂员工，真的 ，it basically attacks employees for being slaves。他一直在说员工是奴隶，所以我看这本的时候，我就感觉自己不行，我不想当奴隶了 ，no， 我要创业。And also this book gives a good framework, so it talks about the slow lane, which is 员工 slow， 每个月公司就慢慢赚钱，很 slow，and then it talks about fast lane， 很快发财 ，and then it talks about the sidewalk, which is the middle lane, where 你创业了，但是你还没有成功 ，so it gives you a good framework to think about the stages of 创业。This book also has a 中文版叫百万富翁快迟到。I'll try my best to find the link and put it below. Also, 哥们，我很早之前也做过给这本书做过一个书评视频，那个视频质量真的不高，很差 ，and it's also a bit 尴尬。But if you want to watch it, I'll leave a link below for that as well. 第2个 category 就是男人 Inspiration。给你个男人 Inspiration 是啥东东？就是成功男人的故事。因为通过学习成功男人，咱们男人会变得更男人，也更成功。OK， 这里有3本书要推荐给你，所以我要加速啊。第1本就是这本，哇吼吼 ！This book， 哥们，是我看过最多的一本书，我应该看过它3、4次了。I normally never read a book more than once. I write notes and then I don't read it again. But this book, 哥们，I mean, it's just so 男人 so 成功 So it's the story of 50 Cent. 那么50 Cent is a famous American rapper. 我小时候经常会听他的歌。他的故事特别有意思。When he was younger, his mother was murdered and he never knew who his father was. He grew up poor, selling drugs in the streets, and then he got into some gang fights and got shot 8 times. But he survived and became a famous global rapper superstar, and now he's a famous successful TV producer. 那么这本书挺有意思，因为一半是50 Cent 本人他自己在解释自己的故事，然后另一半是一个有名的作者 Robert Greene 在分析一下50 Cent 的这些故事 ，explaining the ways and strategies 50 Cent rose to power and how we can learn from 50 Cent and become as fearless and powerful as him. 但不幸的是，这本没有中文版，我搜了一下，我找不到。So that's unfortunate. But 好幸的是，第2本有中文版 ，and 第2本是 Man's Search for Meaning. 中文就是活出意义来。This is the story about a Jew in a Nazi concentration camp. His family and friends were all taken away from him. They all died. And every day people were getting tortured. He was getting tortured and everyone was dying and getting tortured around him. It was like the worst life you could ever imagine. But somehow he managed to control his 思想. He controlled his thoughts and remained positive. Amazing. So this book really taught me the importance of conjuring 我的思想. And it basically teaches you that No matter what happens around you, no matter what happens to you, 我被甩了，我被打了，我被骂了，我的生活没有意义了，我很郁闷，怎么办？ Stop, think. 这个思想完全是我控制的，控制你的思想，你可以的。第3本 Churchill 丘吉尔的故事。那么作为一个很爱国的英国人，我自然会特别喜欢这本书。But from a 男人成功角度来说 ，this book is really useful. It's really 有用。Why? Because when you read it, you find out, oh my goodness, 丘吉尔特别勇敢，他胆超级大，因为他一直在 taking risks. He was literally running into danger all the time, and he was very lucky to survive all throughout his life. He should have died many times, but he was very 勇敢。如果我的生活和他的生活比较的话，我真的是一个小蛋蛋鬼。My 蛋蛋 are just minuscule compared to his. So I read it and I was like, come on, Gailey, you need to have bigger dandan. Come on, you need to be braver. It puts your life in perspective. When you read it, you think to yourself, 我的天哪，我的生活真的一般啊。So it kind of pushes you to, come on, 我要做大事。And also, 哥们 if you haven't got a 英文名字 ，yeah, 如果你没有名字的话，没有英文名字 ，Winston Churchill。你可以拿 Winston 或者拿 Churchill 都可以作为你的英文名字 because every time I meet a Chinese guy, if his name is Winston or Churchill, I'm like, come here, brother. 拥抱 I love you. 第3，这个太好看。Just bear with me, German. I'm just gonna make sure this pocket square is looking sexy for your eyes. Just make sure that looks good. 怎么样了？ Perfect. 第3就是 economics and finance。那么我自己看过很多关于投资管理、理财、炒股、金融等等的书 ，but 如果只能给你推荐一本的话，我会给你推荐这本《The Bitcoin Standard》，也有中文版。Why？ 我为什么会给你推荐这本呢？2个原因。第一是它前一半会讲钱和经济的历史。The history of money, seashells, gold, fiat currencies to Bitcoin, and also 它会给你介绍最基础的经济学理论。第2个原因是它会让你意识到钱的未来，数字货币、虚拟货币、比特币。对我来说 ，this is kind of like the internet before it became mainstream。我现在要给你看看一个小视频，这个视频是美国1994年的一个电视节目，看看。
Oh, that's that little mark with the A and then the ring around it.
At.
See, that's what I said. Kay said she thought it was about.
Yeah. Oh.
But I'd never heard it. I'd never heard it said. I'd always seen the mark, but never heard it said. At NBC, GE.com. I mean,
well, Allison should know.
What is internet anyway?
Internet is that massive computer network, the one that's becoming really big now.
What do you mean? That's big. How does one? What do you write to it like mail?
No, a lot of people use it and communicate. I guess they can communicate with NBC writers and producers. Allison, can you explain what internet is?
这些美国人真的是怎么能这么笨呢？连网络都不懂，我的天呐，美国人真是。但根本说实话，我不应该笑他们，因为当时世界上的人都一样，没有人能想到网络会这么厉害。但美国人真的是。But 根本你更不要笑他们 ，because you 和他们一样笨。That's right, 根本 I said it. 他们以前根本不懂网络，你现在根本不懂比特币。他们以前根本不觉得网络会改变世界，你现在根本不觉得比特币会改变全世界。You 和他们一样。笨蛋，根本 you're better than them， 还是不要再做美国笨蛋了。Come on, you're better. You deserve better than that, 根本 You need to get ahead of future trends. 赶紧学习 the future， 赶紧学习比特币 because it could change the world. And if it does, and you're early, 哥们 then 你的儿子和你的孙子都会感谢你。说到孙子，第4个就是 War Books， 孙子兵法。那么 War and Strategy 书我今年开始疯狂的看 ，Why？ 因为我今年初被黑光光打了一圈，黑了一下，打了很多，打了好几圈。So I needed to get strategical and learn how to fight back. and eventually beat them and destroy them. And so far, 哥们，我打得还不错，我和黑公公的官司还在打，还没有结束。But reading this book, 它叫 The 48 Laws of Power, 48个权力规则 and also 孙子兵法，这两本书 among others have really helped me a lot. The 48 Laws of Power 这本书 explains 48 strategies that men have used historically to gain power. Now, the great thing about this book, 哥们, is that each law is explained through historical stories and examples. 所以我是从这本书学到了很多中国历史，比如说 The guy with the arrows on the boat, what's it called? 草船借箭这个故事我是从这本书学到了，然后这本书会教你在你生活中如何用到这些权力技巧。So, for example, 草船借箭, in the book he explains that it's all about baiting people, baiting your enemies into doing something for you, doing a job for you. So I actually used this 草船借箭的技巧 in my court case against the He Gongguang, and I used it so effectively. Wait until it's over and I shang su, and then I will tell you exactly how I used it against them, and it was beautiful. 第五个 bang, how to win friends and influence people. 特别好看的书。说实话，我应该 reread this book, 哥们, because I've clearly been making some enemies rather than friends in the He Gongguang industry. But then again, sometimes you've got to break some eggs to make some omelets. Anyway, 话到重点，这本书最基础的 relationship book 必看 okay? It's really good. 其实我之前也给这本做过书评视频，5分钟的书评视频 and that video went viral, 哥们，100万多个播放量 ，yep, 厉害。And that was actually one of my better 书评视频 highly recommend you watch that. 下面有连接。那么说到 relationships， 我知道很多哥们会问到撩妹的书，很多哥们想学习撩妹技巧。Well, 哥们 to be honest with you， 你不用学这些，真的不用 ，because it's all about being yourself, just 顺其自然就好了。You just have to be a 好男孩 just be a nice guy. 你不用学这些撩妹技巧 no. Just be yourself, be a nice guy, be good to the girl, you'll be fine. Alright. 废话，我当然要给你推荐撩妹的书。那么这本书应该算是世界上最有名的撩妹书。It's called The Game, okay? And 我记得很清楚，我第一次看这本书 it was actually one of the first books I ever read. 我十几岁的时候 and 我花了1-2天就看完了，绝对上瘾了。And I was like mind blown. 我原来可以这样撩妹。Oh my goodness, it was crazy. A lot of guys, 特别是西方男孩有这个经历，就是他们看这本书的时候，他们 whoa. Now this book is a story about an American guy who joins a pickup community in America, and right now it's a bit outdated, 可能20多年前。那么 this book is all about the 搭讪 and it does give you confidence to know that 其实你自己可以随时随地搭讪任何辣妹。没有问题，但是搭讪了之后，这本书就没什么用了，因为这些搭讪高手，他们只能 pick up 辣妹，但是他们 hold 不住辣妹，辣妹站完会走了。我的意思是，他们只能撩到辣妹，也许能和她谈恋爱一段时间，但是他们 hold 不住，因为辣妹其实特别聪明，比你和我都聪明。辣妹早晚会发现，这些搭讪高手其实没有什么本事，都是套路，他们没有什么价值。辣妹早晚会走了。This pickup community, they 一直到现在都没有什么家庭，没有什么老婆、孩子什么的 ，because you know they hold 不住，他们 hold 不住辣妹。And so take this book with a pinch of salt. It's very good for the 搭讪 ，OK？ 对搭讪特别好。如果你不搭讪，辣妹现在哥们你在干什么？你要搭讪，必须搭讪，男人要搭讪。But after the 搭讪 the game of managing the relationship， 这本书不会教你这些啊，这本书只能教你搭讪。OK， 哥们说到这了 ，and do you know what time it is， 哥们 ？I mean， 我真的辛苦了今天，因为是12点半了，晚上。OK，look at it，check it out，boom，dark outside。So Yep, 我辛苦了。This video's gone on much longer than I intended. 因为真的有太多的书，我太爱看书了 and lots of books that didn't make the cut. Maybe at a later date I will introduce you to other books. Okay, 我困了，我要睡觉了。谢谢哥们，今天一个赞，关一个注，评一个论 and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.